Did you know Alton Towers Resort is over 500 acres in size? This means that you could fit Blackpool Pleasure Beach an insane total of 12 times within its boundaries. You're watching Backseat Blackout, and this is Did You Know Alton Towers featuring CoasterBot.
Can you imagine 12 big ones in Alton?
That must be sore.
Did you know Alton Towers as a theme park opened on the 4th of April 1980? Its first and only roller coaster at the time was Corkscrew, a Vekoma MK1200. The ride operated for close to 30 years before closing on the 9th of November 2008 in order to make way for 13. Corkscrew's double corkscrew element still remains at the park as an iconic memorial located at the entrance.
Did you know Thunderlooper caused the local cows to mate at the wrong time of year? Believe it or not, Thunderlooper was apparently responsible for the reproduction of cattle nearby Alton Towers. Although no one can prove why this was happening, there was a strong possibility this was caused by the noise of the coaster. Who knows what cows get off to? Along with breaching the tree height build restriction, this all attributed to the closure of Thunderlooper in 1996. This Schwarzkopf shuttle loop model now resides at Hopi Hari in Brazil.
Did you know both Secret Weapon 1 and 2 were never actually built? Secret Weapon refers to the project codenames for the main series of roller coasters at the park, the most recent being in 2018 with the debut of Wickerman, codenamed Secret Weapon 8. Going back almost 30 years, the first Secret Weapon was planned to be an Arrow pipeline coaster themed around a secret military facility. Due to technical and financial issues, Secret Weapon 1 was scrapped.
Bizarrely, the plans for an Arrow pipeline coaster resurfaced the following year, to then be codenamed Secret Weapon 2. Fortunately, John Wardley experienced the prototype design and realised that the coaster would be sluggish, boring and inefficient. Secret Weapon 2 was again scrapped, resulting in Nemesis being built on the site instead as Secret Weapon 3.
Did you know Alton Towers needed to use TNT in order to build the landscape around Nemesis? To prevent the ride from breaching the height limit, the park needed to build into the ground. The area in which Nemesis resides today consists of solid rock which had to be blasted for the project to fit neatly into. TNT was used for this, creating the very unique landscape we have today. Some of the rocks were also used around the park and as theming for the Congo River Rapids.
Did you know you can buy Nemesis beer within the park? Next time you head into the coffee lounge within Forbidden Valley, take a peek in the fridges. You may notice bottled up in there are some Nemesis themed ales. These are from a local brewery called Peakstone Rock, and the concoction is described as malty and light. If you fancy a brew, give it a go. Did you know Nemesis also had a graphic novel to accompany its backstory? There's more to Nemesis than meets the eye. Back when Nemesis opened in 1994, a comic was issued to give fans a deeper insight into the lore of Nemesis. Although one issue was only ever made, the comic still stated number 1 on the front cover. Maybe we'll see a sequel one day, who knows? Did you know the first scare maze to open in the park was Terror of the Towers, which opened for 2002's Halloween event?
Did you know the fastest coaster at Alton Towers is Oblivion, which reaches the top speed of 68 miles per hour. It currently remains the 3rd fastest roller coaster in the United Kingdom.
Did you know Oblivion's tunnel is 115 foot deep? Although it may not feel like it, Oblivion's drop is 180 foot, making it the 3rd largest drop on any coaster in the UK. Oblivion stands at 65 feet above ground level, which means the rest of the 180 foot drop is buried deep underground. Did you know workmen use boats when working on the tunnel for Oblivion? Due to the lack of water drainage, the site often flooded, but that didn't stop the workers. Next time you ride Oblivion, think of all that hard work which has gone into building it.
Did you know, although Oblivion is dubbed as the world's first vertical drop coaster, the track actually isn't vertical. Instead, the drop is 87 degrees, only 3 degrees shy of vertical. The reason for this is back in 1998, B&M designed the trains differently to the ones they build today. The company opted for a slightly less than vertical drop in order to keep the wheels on the track for as much as possible. This would stop the train jolting when exiting the drop. The world's first true vertical drop coaster actually opened in 2001 at Gold Reef City, South Africa by an unknown manufacturer.
Did you know Oblivion's Q-Line video had a number of changes following 2014 Smiler accident? Parts of this video, including the Lord of Light segment, was removed to prevent any implications that the ride is not safe.
If this ride is so safe, why is it called Oblivion?
Relax, sit back and enjoy the experience.
Don't listen to him! What happens when the ride goes underground? Have you ever seen anyone who's actually survived it and come out the other side?
Did you know Alton Towers love to troll their guests? Some of these examples are the once teased Project Giant Gurgle, a roller coaster designed specifically for babies, changing 13's name to 14 on Friday the 13th of August 2010, even changing the merch that day to match, changing Rita's name to Camilla for the royal wedding in 2005, and who can forget the infamous prosthetic leg that was found on the site of Corkscrew back when it was being demolished. Did you know the chained oak tree from Hex can actually be visited? If you're ever stopping by the chained Oak B&B in Alton, go take a stroll down the public footpath to the left of the building. You may find yourself bumping into a familiar tree here. Spooky.
Did you know the towers and gardens themselves are almost fully explorable? If you ever needed to take a break from rides, take the time to check these areas out. The towers are usually accessible for the first few months of the season, allowing you to stroll through over 200 years of history. The Great Hall is well worth a look at, and if you head to the rooftop, you can get some very unique views of the park.
Did you know there is an abandoned area of the park accessible via the gardens? If you explore deep into the gardens, you may find yourself at an abandoned area of the park, located behind the Swiss cottage. There's an abandoned toilet block here with what is said to be a treasure trove full of 1980s litter, if, that's your thing. This area is pretty difficult to find, so if you do bump into this, let us know in the comments below. We've barely scratched the surface for Alton Towers, so if you want us to do a part 2, then smash that like button. Let's aim for 200 likes.
Finally, this is so sad. Can we get 5 likes?
Hi guys, hope you've enjoyed the video. Just a quick one. We have been nominated for Vlogger of the Year 2018 on riderater.co.uk. I'll pop the link in the description below, and it closes on the 18th of November 9 PM, so make sure you get your vote in there by that date. It'll mean the world for me if you could check it out. There's some fantastic channels on here, so make sure you check out every single channel and vote for your favourite one on there. I mean, our boy Coasterbot's on there from the video today, so make sure you drop him a subscribe and drop him a vote if you think he is the Vlogger of the Year 2018. So if you have enjoyed this video, then please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button for more content like this, and even flick the bell button if you want notifications to come up as soon as possible. It'll just appear there, then the next video's up. Right, so the latest video is going to be on the top left here. A random video pick for you will be on the bottom left, and I've dropped Coasterbot's link over here on the right hand side and another subscribe button for us, so make sure to check out Coasterbot and drop him a sub. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you in a bit.